Hello again. Let's give a few minutes for people to join. And then we will talk about this case for a little bit. I'm probably going to keep this one short, probably about 15 minutes. I'm going to go over just the gist of it and kind of, what I would like to see happen on behalf of my channel and my subs. So that's why I put in the title, how can you help? And we're back. We just finished a live stream about Fotis Dulos and Jennifer Dulos. And actually one of my subs called in, and this is a family member of hers. She started to share a story, and you could just tell it was weighing really heavy on her. She started sharing a story about someone on her fiance's side of the family, and this tragedy, and this is someone on his side of the family. So after we talked about that, I looked it up because I had seen it on my news here because I live in Florida as well. This happened in Lakeland, Florida on Christmas Eve. So I do remember seeing it on the news or hearing it on the news. And then to find out this is basically her family. All right, the number's climbing. Let's get more people in here. I mean, I know it's 1:15 on a Thursday. Well, it's 1:15 here. It's 12:15 Central, 11:15 Mountain, and 10:15 Pacific. Right? I think I got that right. Welcome back. Welcome back. If you were just in the previous live, welcome back. If you're just joining, welcome. If you guys could take a quick second while we let more people join before I get started. If you could click the thumbs up if you like me. If you don't like me, hit the thumbs down. Interaction. YouTube is really looking, it's really a big part of the algorithm, is the interaction. Engagement, I should say, not interaction. Thank you, Donnie. Sometimes I read the comments and I don't necessarily reply out loud. And I might lose track of that because I feel like I don't reply like I should. Like, I'm pretty good at read chat and replying, but a lot of them I read all of them, but I don't respond to all of them. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So if I don't reply to you in chat, I guess want you to know I do read it. Okay, so this is figure skating coach. Thank you. And welcome. That was horrible. Welcome to the Jaybirds. Okay, so I try to highlight when people become sponsors, but I might miss them when I'm reading or talking. I'm not always on it. So if I miss you, it's not personal. I totally appreciate everybody. All right, so I'm going to play this video. I haven't watched this yet. This is all new to me. Like I said, one of my subs, this is basically one of her family members. It's her fiance's family. And, she called in and she brought this up. And I'll take a look at that link in the community page. Thanks for letting me know. But she brought this up, and you'll see why if you didn't hear the story. But let's go ahead and watch.
Thinking about replacing your windows and doors? Don't call the guys at Remodel Bathrooms and Kitchens. Call the experts, WeatherTight Windows. We specialize in replacement windows and doors. No money down required, and please don't forget the cookies. WeatherTightWindows.com.
Behind me, there's the home where this all happened, and neighbors said they watched the police rescue the 4 children who were inside from one of those windows that is now boarded up. And investigators said those children were not physically hurt. According to the Polk County Medical Examiner's Office, the woman killed was 30-year-old Rachel Ramsey. Her mother gave us permission to share this photo of her. The other victim was 27-year-old Christopher Pine. Police haven't said their relation to each other. Neighbor Angela Wigman calls the news devastating.
Those 4 little kids that are my kids' ages, I don't know how they're gonna do Christmas from now on. Like, that's gonna be in their heads for the rest of their lives.
Wigman said Ramsey lived in the home and she saw the man who killed them, Leighton Josephs, there often.
He was putting up Christmas lights a few weeks ago and things like that.
Police said Josephs shot and killed Pine and Ramsey before taking his own life. Investigators believe Josephs knew both of the victims but haven't disclosed his relationship to them. Wigman said she knew there may have been issues at the home, but nothing that would have led up to this.
I've seen some yelling and but not a whole bunch. Slamming doors, that kind of thing.
The disturbing news has led people in the community to step up and donate to the children. William Dunn, founder of Take a Kid Fishing, which serves foster kids and fatherless children, said he wants to donate $500 to pay for the children to go to Disney.
It's time to come together and show love and support and show that really people out in this community really care.
The question that remains on many people's minds is why. So far, investigators with Lakeland police have not released a motive, but they did say that the last they knew, all 4 of the children who were inside the home at the time, all younger than 10 years old, have been placed with family. On scene in Lakeland, I'm Stephanie Claytor, Spectrum News. Behind me, there's
each weather.
Wow. Okay, so there was 4 children in the home. There were 2 women killed. Or no, there was a man and a woman and another man, right? I don't know if I understood that correctly, but nonetheless, there were 4 children in that home that witnessed this. And there is a GoFundMe. You can see it here. I will put the link in the description of this video. But I was thinking that on behalf of J is for Justice, I would like to have everyone come together and get these kids some toys and things. You know, let's let them make an Amazon wish list. And let's put a smile on their face. This is Christmas Eve for the rest of their lives. These kids will never, ever, 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 ever be the same. Ever. It's awful. So I'm going to put the link to the GoFundMe. I'm going to talk to CS. Yes, toys and clothes. Absolutely. To help out. The grandparents have taken these kids in. And they're going to be raising these kids because their mother is an addict. From what I heard, I guess maybe I don't know if all the kids are siblings. I've got to find that out. I still have to get the details. I don't know all of those details. I know 2 of them are ages 4 and 6. Rita, you're from Lakeland? Yeah. It's horrible. These people, it's not even just their Christmas Eve. Their whole Christmas is destroyed for the rest of their little lives. I mean, literally, like Thanksgiving will probably come up for them for the rest of their lives, and it's going to be sick from that point forward. So 4,921 has been raised. Now, let me read what the GoFundMe is for. Okay, so 2 were hers, 2 were the others. Okay, so wow. All right, so let's read this GoFundMe really quick. This was actually given to me by CS. So I know it's legitimate. Megan Burrell is organizing this on behalf of Karen Ramsey. And this is for the Ramsey family. It says, the unthinkable, unimaginable thing happened so tragically and unexpectedly on Christmas Eve. Rachel and her family attend my church. We all know people closely who were involved. We are raising money to help with unexpected funeral costs and to help with care for the children by the grandparents who will now have full custody. I hope you find it in your heart to help in any way you can. So the latest update was January the 2nd. It says, thank you so much for the support and love you have shown so far. The family is beyond grateful to each and every one of you for everything you've done for them. Keep praying. We are still collecting donations. Please share so we can get donations. So I'm going to go ahead. It's been shared 981 times. I am going to put this in the description. The foundation that the man in the video was Take a Kid Fishing. And he would like to donate $500. So I'm sure that the media was able to get that to them. But, it is, I live close to there, but, it's more like CS called in and she's a sub. That's her name on YouTube is CS. And this is a family member of hers. So I'm not sure, Shannon. I don't know. I don't think so. I think that's why a lot of people do GoFundMes are for funeral costs and things like that. I don't know. The state doesn't typically pay unless I don't know. I don't know how that works. I'm not the social worker, but that's a good question. See, Lisa said most get some kind of compensation. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. So there's the GoFundMe. When this video ends, I'll put it up there. It's just sad reading those. I can't read that. This is just heavy. Like this kind of stuff. It's like I didn't expect, Oh, Shell, I know this resonates with you. Shell Ann in chat. She cares for 2 children who lost their mother and their young kids, and they're very, very lucky to have her. But it's very sad. Still very sad. So, all right. So I'm going to leave this. I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to get some more information from CS, and then we will start an Amazon wish list for these kids, and we'll get them some toys and clothes and just put a smile on their faces. All right. So I'll be in touch. I will keep you guys posted on this for sure. If you're not in the podcast group on Facebook, please join. J is for Justice Podcast. Also, tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern, 8 Central, 9 Eastern tomorrow. There was a tragic, disgusting case out of Texas. I think it's Lubbock, Texas, where a guy took his girlfriend's baby, 10-month-old baby, the same age as my granddaughter. And that's this case really hit home with me. Like, it's really hard to even talk about. But he took her 10-month-old baby to work with him. Sounds like he works at a construction site or something like that. And he shoved that baby in a backpack and left her in the car. And when he came out for lunch to his car, he saw she got out of the backpack. So he shoved her back in the backpack and put her in the trunk until 5 o'clock. When he came back and opened the trunk, she wasn't breathing. He then drove to a house and said he was performing CPR. This was the mother's boyfriend. So I have a cousin of the bio dad coming on tomorrow. So we're going to talk about this case tomorrow with the bio dad's cousin, is being so gracious to come on here and talk about that. But I definitely want to follow this just because I want to see this POS get the death penalty for what he did to that baby. I want to see it through to the end. And you know what? If someone wants to start a damn fund, I'll go to freaking Lubbock, Texas for his trial. What a piece of shit. The mother's boyfriend. Yep. Hey, Dad with a phone. He said, I thought this would have been drama by now. Still true crime in it, Jay? That kind of sounded like D-Wop, didn't it? Oh, it is. It's really hard to hear. It's really hard to talk about. And the crazy thing is, she kind of looks like my granddaughter, and it's very, very hard, but it's very, very real. It's very, very real. So join me tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central. I think that's 7 Mountain, 6 Pacific. I think I said that right. All right, you guys. I will see you tomorrow night. I think, unless something happens before then, you know how that goes. It's been a busy 2 weeks of crime, hasn't it? It's been busy. All right. Well, I'm signing off. Thank you, D-Wop. D-Wop, text me back. Hit me up. All right, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great night. Get some rest. Bye.